Hey guys, how's it going? I wanted to share 4 quick tips with you about time management. These are things that have really resonated with me lately because of all the time that I've had on my hands. They are: take time for yourself, innovate and invest in new ideas, make things that matter to you. And the last point is encourage others. So I wanted to share a little more in depth on these 4 points, and I have a few of my friends who are going to help me.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ryan Hafey here. So it seems like up until recently, time was hard to come by, but now it seems like we've got an abundance of it. So how do we use our time more effectively? Well, let's start with T. Take time for yourself. Maybe you've been looking to get in shape. Maybe you've been wanting to learn a new skill. Maybe you've been looking to read that book that's been collecting dust on your shelf for a while now. There's literally never been a better time to focus on yourself. Don't waste it sitting on the couch.
Hi, my name is Julia Jornze Silverberg, and I'm so excited that my friend Brendan asked me to chime in this video and share a few tips with you guys on how to make the most when you're working for yourself and working from home. And the first tip, the T, is to take time for yourself. It's so easy to burn out and work a lot when you're working from yourself and when you're working from home because you're home. So it kind of feels like you could just keep on working and working and working, and that can lead to burnout. So make sure you are taking time for yourself to exercise, to journal, to do some good self-care habits so that you don't end up spending all of your time working, and you get to kind of fill your cup up with self-love and self-care. Having a routine and taking time for yourself is so important if you want to stay sane.
I have found in my life that investing time in myself is super important. It's really easy as a business owner to spend a lot of time working on my business, but not in my business, or maybe working on my own ability to grow as a person, because the health and well-being of everything that I put my hands on is dependent on my health and well-being, whether it's mental or physical or emotional. And so investing time in bettering my own skill set, maybe investing time in my own fitness, growing and developing any area that I can in my own life will only work out for the better. And while we all have time here at home, just spending time with family, or maybe we're just getting antsy because we're all stuck indoors, just spend time growing yourself. Read a book, maybe take an online course, because there's so many available now that you can just pick any topic and learn about something. Or maybe it's journaling and writing down ideas that you've had for a long time but have never had the time to actually implement them or plan them out. Take time to invest in yourself and the goals and things that you wish to accomplish, because when this is all said and done, things might be hard, but you'll be one step ahead because you'll have invested time in yourself.
Next up, I, innovate and invest in new ideas. Now, if you're a creative, there's a good chance that a lot of your client work has dried up recently, and you could sit around and twiddle your thumbs until it picks back up. Or you could think of a way to up your game. Maybe there are some new services that you could add to your existing offerings to kind of up the value there. Or maybe you could pivot and find new ways to make money while things are kind of slow. Or if client work isn't your thing, maybe you could start that YouTube channel you've been thinking about for a while now, or revamp that YouTube channel that you currently have. Find ways to make your content more engaging and entertaining and grow your audience.
It's so important as an entrepreneur to create space for yourself to brainstorm so that you come up with new ideas, because you're working by yourself, which means you don't have a team to kind of help you with that process. And it's important to invest in yourself because you are the person that drives the business. So don't be shy about investing in learning, resources, and equipment that help you get better at your craft.
Several years ago, I bought a new camera, and that completely changed how I was able to run my business, because people immediately saw a big difference in the quality of the footage and the photography that I took. This simple change took innovation and it took taking a risk, but the reward was an incredible payoff that has completely changed how I run my business, what I'm focusing on, and how I go about it. And this time period, this time where everyone is stuck at home, is a perfect opportunity to innovate and invest in new ideas. This doesn't just mean investing financially, but it means investing time in your business. As a business owner, I've made the mistake so many times of spending so much time in my business, working the day to day, that I forgot to actually take the time to invest in my business, which meant that I wasn't spending the time innovating and coming up with new ideas about how I could go about it. I wasn't spending the time creatively to think about how I might change what I did in order to be more successful. And I have plenty of time to do that right now. And so do you. So I would say if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner and you have amazing ideas that you've written down because you've taken the time to do that, or maybe you've just had an idea in your head for so long that you're like, I need to make this happen, then now is the time to actually invest in those ideas. Write it down, come up with a business plan maybe. Take several days and actually write out how you might apply it or actually go about making it happen.
Make things that matter. Now is the time to create with purpose. Whether your goal is to entertain, inform, educate, doesn't matter. Double down on those things and find ways to make content that will impact the people who consume it.
People want to do business with people who have passion, enthusiasm, and energy, and just a love for what they do. So make sure that as an entrepreneur, as a maker, you're making things that actually matter to you and the audience that you look to serve.
As an entrepreneur and a visionary, it is really easy for me to come up with ideas, things that I want to make and create and fabricate with my hands, or maybe ideas that I want to bring to life while working with others. The truth is, people want to invest in what matters to you, and they can recognize whether or not you're passionate about what you are creating. Make what matters to you and invest your passion and your whole heart into it. And if it means taking time to actually figure out what that is, then take that extra time, because it could save you a lot of heartache, a lot of money, and it could actually help you in the long run to be more successful, because you're investing in what actually matters to you and making what resonates with your heart.
And finally, encourage others. You've probably heard this phrase a lot lately, but it's true. We're all in this together. Now is not the time to be competing with one another. Now is not the time to be thinking how you can get ahead. We should be helping each other. We should be encouraging each other and lifting each other up. So if you've got the time, reach out to some colleagues and see if there's a way that you can lend a helping hand, or at the very least, just give some words of encouragement. So give these tips some thought and you'll be on your way to using your time more wisely.
Be a part of the entrepreneurial community and encourage someone else to apply these tips so that they can take their business and their life to the next level.
Encouraging others is so important, because for me as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, I have grown to recognize the fact that I can't do anything on my own. Like, we'd all like to say or like to think that we've grown our business on our own, that we are innovators, that we have been able to just do it all on our own. But the truth is, it takes a village. It takes a lot of people to actually make something successful. It takes your customers, it takes your family and your friends investing energy into encouraging you to actually follow your dreams. And so for me, I'm taking this time to actually work on encouraging others more, encouraging other small business owners, encouraging people that I know that are trying to make ideas come to life. This is so important, because when people encourage you and people empower you by giving you words of affirmation, it gives you confidence. It helps you to grow and think like, hey, like I can actually do this. Even though times are hard and tough and I'm going through a lot, I can make it. And it is during those times when you're like ready to give up, when you're ready to just say, I might have to close the doors and go find a different job, that getting those words of encouragement by people and just saying, hey, you can do this. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. And just hearing from people that feedback of, hey, I recognize the hard work you're putting into your business, that can make a world of difference. And so today, whether you write somebody a letter or send them an email or a Facebook message or an Instagram message, like there's thousands of ways that you can actually make contact with others. Encourage them, help them to grow as a person, and take this valuable time that you have right now and actually encourage the people in your life, or maybe the people that you want in your life, to actually grow with you, because there's no better time than the present. Well, I hope you guys got a lot out of these 4 tips. If you got anything out of them or it challenged you in any way where you'd like to share, please comment below, because I'd love to hear about what you guys are up to. I know we all have a lot of time when we're sitting at home or in our home office, and it would be great to hear about what you guys are up to. So also, if you aren't subscribed already, click the bell to get notified whenever I post a new video, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.